Okay, for the last project we made some very simple houses without any detail. For this project we're going to make an apartment building or some type of building like this that has a little bit more detail to see how that would be done in Blender. So I have done a search for a simple 3D model on Google and I found this one that I kind of like. So I'm going to right click on this and I'm going to save image as, and then I'm going to save it on my desktop. You'll need to save it to like your D drive or somewhere else that you have access to. Then create a new project in Blender, and I'm going to use that as a reference. So to use that as a reference, I'm going to come up here to the top corner where my cursor becomes that plus sign. I'm going to click and drag to split my window, and then I will switch this window to image editor, and then I'll click on image and I'm going to open the image that I just saved. So mine was on my desktop. It is the apartment. And there we go. I'm going to use this then as my reference, and then you can kind of resize this to whatever feels comfortable for you. But that way I'm not flipping back and forth between two different windows to try to find it. It's always there as a reference. So to start with, let me view this from the front so I know which one is my front. So I'm going to then kind of rotate a little bit to have the same angle. I'm going to hit scale, make this maybe a little bit bigger, and then hit scale and confine it to the Z to make it taller. So when you're rendering or creating buildings like this in Blender, typically you're making them as game assets or something like that. You're not really worried about exact dimensions like you would be in SketchUp. So I don't care if it's exact, I just want it to look similar, so that's pretty good. So now what I'm going to do is go into edit mode, so tab, and I'm going to start on these divisions of the building, these different sections. So I'll start with this bottom one. You can see how that protrudes a little bit, and then this section. So I'm going to do a loop cut, so Control R for loop cut, click, drag it down to about the same place that that one is and create a cut right there. Then I'm going to create another loop cut, so Control R, scroll with the wheel to divide this into 3 sections, and then that looks pretty good. Then in this section I'm going to hover over it, Control R, click, drag down, go up to this section, hover over this, click, drag down, and I think that looks pretty good. Alright, so now down to extrude this, I'm going to make sure I have face select on, which is once again 3 on the keyboard. I'm going to hold Alt as I click this edge right here, so it selects the entire ring. I'm going to hit E to extrude and then S to scale it out a little bit, and that looks good. And then I'm going to repeat the process up here. Now this one, it does not look like that actually goes all the way around the building. It's up to you whether you choose to make it go all the way around the building or not. I think I'm going to. So I'm going to hold Alt, click on this, E, S, extrude that out a little bit. Looks good. If you didn't want to do that, you could just select this face alone and extrude it out, and then it's only that one edge. So you can do it either way, it really doesn't matter. I'm going to make my match, so I'm going to hold Alt, click my edge, E, S as well, and there we go, that looks good. And then we need to finish that top. So for that one, I'll hover up here again, do Control R, click, and I'm going to actually make a couple cuts here, and I'll show you why in a second. So I'm going to make this one down here. Then I'm going to make another cut like this. And then I'm going to zoom in on this. And to kind of get, it looks like that kind of has a little slant to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select just this edge. This time it's not going to go all the way around. So I'm going to go back into face mode. I'm going to extrude that out a bit. Then I'm going to extrude this one out the same distance. But then I'm going to go into edge mode, and I didn't quite get the same distance, but that's okay. I'm going to select just that edge, I'm going to grab it, and I'll confine it to the Y, so I'm only dragging back, and I'm going to drag it back in, and that gives a very similar look to what we see there. All right, I'm happy with that. Now onto the windows.